What's going on, everybody? I got another movie review coming to you today. My name is Cody Curtis. We're going to be talking about the sequel to one of everyone's beloved childhood films, Mary Poppins, and that film would be Mary Poppins Returns. So Mary Poppins Returns, it's about 30-ish years after the Banks children are all grown up. They have families, they have children that they're trying to take care of, except they got their own problems as adults, and that magic that they felt as childhood is kind of been wiped away. So Mary Poppins steps in, portrayed by Emily Blunt in this film, and she comes back to try to bring some of that magic back into the world. And I gotta say that I really enjoyed this movie. Now, is it perfect? No, not by any means. I guess I'll get my negatives right out of the way, is the fact that this film does feel very uninspired and unoriginal because it follows the exact same plot of the first one. It's very formulaic, and unfortunately, all of the songs that are inside of this movie, they don't exactly resonate with me as much as the original Mary Poppins soundtrack did. There's no really particularly memorable song in here, and that's such a shame because songs like A Spoonful of Sugar or Let's Go Fly a Kite are so locked into people's minds that it's just a shame that this film couldn't do the same with the songs that it presented. But other than that, Mary Poppins Returns is a very charming, heartwarming movie. It really is. Starting out with Emily Blunt, I think there may be some award consideration for her performance in here, because her performance for me personally was on the same level as what Judy Garland did for Mary Poppins back when she did it. And Emily Blunt, her mannerisms, the attitude that she had as Mary Poppins was phenomenal, and just hearing how Emily Blunt didn't really take inspiration from the original Mary Poppins and wanted to make it her own, that's phenomenal, because I feel as though that made her performance so much more fine-tuned and so much better, so it doesn't feel like an interpretation. It feels like a natural version of Mary Poppins, and it's great. For those of you Hamilton fans out there, Lin-Manuel Miranda is in here, and although I thought his performance was good, I didn't exactly think it was all that special, although for me, he is one of the breakout performances of this entire year. I thought he did a pretty good job. Also, Ben Wishaw as Mr. Banks in here was pretty good. All the performances are fine, except for Emily Blunt. Like I said, without her in this movie, the movie I feel would kind of just fall apart, but her performance really raises it up to another level. It's one of those Rami Malek Bohemian Rhapsody kind of performances. While not as grand in scale, is still really darn good. And the Banks children are taking on another whimsical, fun adventure for the whole family to enjoy. That's really all I can say about Mary Poppins Returns. It's a simple movie with a lot of great performances, or at least one really phenomenal performance, and some really good music. And a really good film with some great messages that kids need to learn about. So at the end of all of this, I will say that Mary Poppins Returns is a casual watch. Alright, everybody, and you know where we're going with this. It is what you say that matters. So have you had a chance to see Mary Poppins Returns? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Or are you just indifferent because you haven't seen it? Whatever your thoughts may be, leave them down in the comment section below. Let's get that conversation started. And if you want more reviews from me of the films that I reviewed in the year of 2018, I know it's 2019 now, but 2018... this film is from that time period. Click right up there at the very top of the screen. And if you want to see a sweet podcast with me and my buddy Zach Pope, where we talk about movies, video games, and everything in between, click right down there at the bottom. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right there and subscribe and become part of the fray of nerds who love cinema. You all have a fantastic day.